Thank you for tuning in to the Marriage Is podcast, and we are the Chosens.
And in our podcast, we will cover everything from dating, marriage, money, God, sex. Oops, did I say that? You best believe we're going to be candid and open and have this conversation, and we encourage you all to participate. So if you have any questions or any comments, feel free to give us a follow and message us at The Chosens on Instagram. That's at
THECHOZ3NS. Again, that's The Chosens on Instagram at THECHOZ3NS.
And we encourage you to subscribe, give us a 5-star rating, like, and share our podcast. Help us to reach more people and touch more lives.
Enjoy. Welcome back to another episode of Marriage Is podcast. And I'm going to make sure not to repeat the intro.
Here he goes with those weird voices.
But what's going on, everybody? Another day, another Friday. Woo!
Yeah, we're like 10 weeks into quarantine and things are starting to get back to normal, but still feeling kind of weird and just a lot going on right now.
Yeah, a whole lot, given, the situations and things of the nature.
George Floyd, may he rest in peace.
Yes.
The protests that's going on. But we're here to bring you another great episode of Marriage Is, and we're hoping this enlightens you and strengthens your relationships, and, we look forward to connecting with you guys. Yes. So, babe, tell the people what we're talking about today.
Awesome. So today, as I try to get rid of this weird voice that she's talking about, we are discussing two topics, a double feature. How do we know we wanted to marry each other? And keeping the individuality while married. Which, we decided to go hand in hand, yeah? Why are you looking at me like that? Oh.
He's being a weirdo right now. Think we've been locked in the house together for too long?
It's time to go.
I need a vacation. So, how did you know you wanted to marry me?
Well, one, how did I know? Because you were crazy. That's how I knew.
Because I was crazy?
Crazy.
And you just knew you needed a crazy woman in your life?
Yeah. Well, in the Avatar, the girl Azula, I used to have a crush on her. Crazy girl. And it wasn't until recently I was talking in my group chat, and I was like, yeah, Azula and Toph were my two favorites, and I was like, I think that speaks to the type of women I'm attracted to. Because Toph is the blind earthbender. By the way, greatest earthbender of all time. Don't at me. But she takes, she doesn't take anybody's BS. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. She is who she is, and she is she's gonna do what she wants to do. You know what I'm saying? And I love that about her character, but also she has that soft side. You know what I'm saying? Azula, on the other hand, she just crazy, and I love it. I'm not gonna lie.
Remind me who Azula is again?
She's Zuko's sister. Zuko. Oh, God.
The prince?
Yes, the prince. Yes.
So she's the Fire Kingdom princess?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I just wanted to make sure because I didn't remember her name.
So, disclaimer, guys. My wife is a new Avatar, The Last Airbender fan. We out here restoring childhoods, okay? So, yeah.
I hate when he says that.
It's hilarious. So, yeah, what was the question? Oh, yeah.
Wow, just rambling. There's going to be some great valid points in here somewhere for you guys. You just got to keep listening.
Yeah, pretty much. 3 minutes in. So no, but honestly, how did I know I wanted to marry you? There's probably multiple points. Can I remember all of them? No, not at all. I'm not even going to hold you. No.
By the way, this is very authentic because I don't think we've ever talked about this before.
No, I think the one time we talked about it, it was late at night over at our pastor's house doing marriage counseling before we got married.
Oh yeah, we skated right through marriage counseling.
Easy.
It was 30 minutes. It was oh, y'all good, y'all got it figured it out. Cool, be up on your way.
Right? We ain't need no second sessions, none of that, John. So yeah, we was icy out there. But yeah, I mean, I would say the very first thing, and that's what attracted me the most, was how it involved, how wrapped up in God you were. You know what I'm saying? Because it just made me want to be a better person. And the person I want to spend the rest of my life with, I need that. I need that to be a characteristic. I need you to want me to be better for me. You know what I'm saying? And really for us. Because I'm going to push you to be the best you can. Whether I annoy you or not, it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I need that mutual energy, that same type of energy. You know what I'm saying? To be met. So that was the very first time. The second time, something happened. I forgot what happened. And I was like, okay, that's another song. Okay, cool. I think this is the one I'm marrying. But to get some concrete points, honestly, I was just like, we just linked everything just flowed between us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we literally just, our relationship just evolved naturally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was no forcing it. There was nothing I had to pretend to be. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like everything was just effortless.
Yeah. I think you said you like my left foot. For those of you that don't know, on my left foot, I was born, I don't want to say defective, but I was
born
a
with a
walker.
Disability.
Yeah, I was born a toe walker and got it somewhat fixed. And so my left foot is a little different than my right foot, and it was a self-conscious feature. I'm not even gonna lie. But when she told me she loved that about me, I was like, all right, so she's type crazy. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what it was. When you went out on that pajama date with me, I was like, okay, she might be down for the cause. Yeah, and then the next one was we went to carnival together. You know, because I was like, yo, she gotta love soca. She gotta love carnival. Like, we gotta have.
Mind you, I didn't know what soca was, but
now she loved it.
I do love it. And the pajama date was our first official date. Late at night, and he told me to wear a onesie, and he took me to a restaurant in West Hollywood in a onesie. Night. Yeah,
it was a very interesting night.
So,
yo, I gotta stop laughing, but I just feel it's just hilarious right now.
So think back. I made you want to be a better person.
Yeah.
Because I was so wrapped up in God.
Yeah, so that was the first thing. The second.
I loved your imperfection.
Yep. And then I just felt like I could be myself around you. It was really pretty simple.
It was.
Like it wasn't no like I'm sorry if y'all came here looking for some like grand scheme point A, point B, point C. It literally I was just like, yo, this is what I want to spend the rest of my life with. Because to me, marriage was about literally not finding the perfect spouse, but finding someone you're willing to go through heaven and hell for. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty much it. Like, and when I say heaven and hell, I mean like going through heaven and hell together, not separately. Mm-hmm. So, you know, let that marinate.
Let's see, what made me realize I wanted to marry you? One, I asked God for confirmation. I wasn't making no moves on my lifetime spouse without that confirmation. So that was number one. Number two, he definitely taught me self-love. Like, marrying him was an act of self-love for myself because of the way that he loves me. It's very like weird to even explain, but maybe some of you out there will understand that you can meet somebody that loves you so much, they show you how to love yourself. It's crazy. But so yeah, marrying him was self-love for me. If I didn't love myself, I wouldn't have married him.
AKA I was a catch.
Anyway.
The catch. Slackish and on track.
Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted by the air quote catch.
The on track. Soul food.
Bruh, stop interrupting me, making me lose my train of thought.
Alright, go ahead.
I don't know, like his imperfection just was so beautiful to me, and like I saw beauty in it. And I guess because I never saw myself as a perfect person either, I know I have my imperfections, and I don't know, I just found it beautiful in a weird way. So yeah, I guess I am a bit crazy. There was something else I wanted to say, but you kept interrupting me, making me lose my train of thought.
Here she go.
I'm trying to get it back.
Well, we'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back. All right, y'all, welcome back. Let's see if she is ready. You're on.
It left again.
Oh my. Yum. Oh my.
Oh, it came back. All right, so I recognized in King Chosen everything that I needed. Not everything I wanted, everything that I needed. And lastly, I saw his ability to be rich because he's a techie, and techies tend to have good jobs. I'm just kidding.
I ain't saying she a gold digger.
I'm just kidding. You know, my husband has this like cool but nerdy look at the same time, and y'all know the nerds be the one, you know, that get the good tech jobs. So I'm just saying, I definitely saw that we could grow together and that we are very equally yoked when it comes to not only our relationship with God, which is the most important part, but the things that we want in life, the things that we want for our future, the type of futures we want to have, the family that we want to create, the opportunities we want to have for our kids. Like, all of that was just like so in sync.
Even the impact we wanted to have on our communities.
Yeah, like all of that is so in sync that it was just undeniable. So, synchronicity. Like, don't be trying to force nothing. Like, I don't understand why people try to force stuff.
It's 2020. Nobody got time for that.
Right.
If you gotta force it, let that joint go, son.
Yeah, not to say that you won't have your moments, because, you know, we have our moments where we have to talk through things and we get upset with each other and stuff like that, but if you gotta force something, 9 times out of 10, that ain't what God had for you, and you need to let it go.
Yeah, and you gotta know, so with forcing something, you gotta know the difference between when it's just a small disagreement. Well, I would say when it's a disagreement and when you're forcing. Because I think those two things get confused a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, and I'm not really good with analogies. My mother has all the analogies in her life, but I'm gonna try it out. It's like, if we come to a small disagreement and she doesn't want to talk about it, but I do. Maybe she doesn't want to talk about it right now, but because she needs time to process, right? You know, that's a small little disagreement, conflict that we can talk out, right? We can handle that, because eventually she will want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. When you're forcing something, that means one party does not want to do it at all. They do not want to have anything to deal with it. So pretty much, like, back to the whole argument thing. We have a small disagreement. You know, maybe she ate my Cheerios and I ain't like that. And I'd be like, yo, can we talk about, you know, can we address why I don't like you eating my Cheerios? And she like, it's a dub. Like, no, I'm not talking about that at all. Matter of fact, what's on the TV? You know what I'm saying? And I'm constantly coming at her, trying to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to talk about it. Yo, that's like I'm forcing at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for me, I keep like strict time policies. So like, anything past 3 days, yo, it's a whole dub. You know what I'm saying? As far as how I'm gonna force it to come out. You know, like if that was the wrong word to use. If I'm going to try to get it out of her. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta come at her for 3 days, yo, then we got a bigger problem. Like, then we just won't go to counseling. Point blank, period. You know? But if she needs 3 days to process, thankfully, my wife will speak up with the quickness. At least I hope so.
Yeah, I just tell you, like, I need a moment. I always tell you when I need a moment. I always tell you when, like, I'll go have my moment, and I tell you, like, I was just trying to figure out if I was tripping or if this was, like, a reasonable way for me to feel. Or whatever the case may be.
Or you just go off and don't say nothing to me. And then I'd be like, alright, well, because I know my wife. I know she's probably going through something right now, so I'll let her have a moment. And we'll address it when we address it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you
That's what I say. Well, no. If I need to tell you I need a moment, then I'll tell you I need a moment.
Yeah, okay.
But so I learned when I was a child, like really quickly to recognize patterns, and it had nothing to do with. Well, I guess it kind of had something to do with a relationship, not a romantic relationship, but a relationship with a family member. But you could even like apply this to your own life. When you see that your life is constantly going in this particular circle, like it's always the same thing, then you know there's something that you need to change. There's something that you need to work on. Same thing if you're in a relationship with a significant other. If y'all always going through the same situations, the situation may look different, but at the heart of it, it's the same type of issue. Then you need to get out of that pattern, sis, bro. Like, patterns are very, very dangerous when it's a circle. It's just like a never-ending loop in your life, and you're just stuck.
Yeah.
And I would say, we're still really early in our marriage. We're coming up on our 2nd year, but we've had a lot more growth. Like, I never feel stuck. I never feel like we always going through the same things.
Unless one of us doesn't change something.
Right.
And when I say one of us, I'm pretty much putting my finger on myself. Like, I forgot what it was. I think it's because I didn't see it from a different perspective. Why I felt like it was the same thing over and over again. And I was like, dog, what is going on? That's how he knew.
Yeah.
So, if you didn't take anything away, if you take anything away from this, just, one, let God tell you. That's first and foremost. One, how can I let God tell me? By not talking so much. Know what you want. Could write it down. Know what you're looking for. Let God tell you what you need. You know what I'm saying? If you're not aware.
Amen to that.
And
you don't always get what you want. But you'll get what you need.
Facts.
And like, you gotta, like, people are so stubborn when God tells them no. Like, and sometimes it's not always just a no with a period behind it. Sometimes it's a not right now, or you're not ready for this type thing. But like, when he tell you no, just be like, okay, like, obviously that's not for you, and maybe you need to ask him why, which that's okay too, or you need to go sit down and evaluate, why is God telling me this is not for me. But like, when God tell you no, just, I would prefer, at this point in my life, I'm so happy that he told me no with some of them past busters, and I look back and be like, thank you, Jesus. Dang. Hallelujah. Yo. For the no's. For the no's to the no to the no. The no's that made me cry. The no's that I ran after. Not really. I ain't really running after nobody.
That you rapping about.
I'm so grateful that them was some no's, and if they listening, I don't even care. Wow. Cause you was a no.
Wow.
But you should be grateful that you had the opportunity in the first place. Yeah. Amen. Moving on.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. But yeah, no. The last point was to let it, like, cause it's how did you know you want to marry that person? Like, how do I don't want to marry you? It's very simple. Can you see your life with or without him? And are you willing to go through everything together? Everything together. You know what I'm saying? Alright, now we can move on to the next topic. The next joint was keeping individuality while married. Oh yeah. This joint. Oh gosh.
Well, in order to keep individuality while you're married, you have to be strong in who you are as a person before you even get married.
Yeah.
So know yourself.
Well, one, you gotta be a whole person too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that comes with knowing yourself.
That's true. But some people know themselves. Like, for example, let's keep it a stack for me. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, I'm gonna tell y'all honestly, my friends that know me, they call me Gilgamesh. Due to an anime where pretty much the dude named Gilgamesh is, so sure of himself. He's so cocky, and I came from a place of cockiness and pride. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they nicknamed me Gilgamesh. But you have to But when I came and married you, it like changed. Like I was so adaptable that I started to lose myself. It got to the point where I would be like, all right, Marshawn, what do you like? And I'd be like, yo, I don't know. I don't know. What do you enjoy? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you can know yourself prior to a marriage, but, yo, being in a marriage, it's a whole new self. You get a whole new, like, it's not a renovation of everything, but you gotta trim those single leaves, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you knew yourself enough to recognize when you started to lose yourself in the first place.
Yeah, luckily, yeah. But that's because I think so much. If I wasn't so introspective.
I would say more introspective and self-aware.
That's what I'm saying.
Which comes with knowing yourself.
Yeah.
That's why I think even if you stray away, because I was in a abusive relationship at one point, not physically abusive, it didn't get to that point. I dipped before that. But, you know what, I lost myself too. And I, like, just looked at myself in the rearview mirror one day. And I checked myself. I was like, who are you? You're not Lachelle. You know, so, like, if you know yourself authentically, genuinely, you always find your way back.
Yeah.
Or you have the opportunity to find your way back. If you just, you know, let it go on for however long, then it'll go on. But
and it gets harder the longer you let it go on. So the moment you feel it, start acting on it. And some things I did was I started dedicating game time. I love to play the game, right? But she told me something before we got married that kind of made me more cautious about playing the game. She pretty much was like, yo, her last dude or one of her past dudes put the game before her, so she never liked playing. So my whole thing was to get her involved. And at that time we only had one PlayStation. But also like cut back on playing the game as much, which I didn't really know was like an outlet for me. You know what I'm saying? Until it started to affect me. But yeah, so I started, you know, playing the game. And then I just started thinking, like, what other things do I like to do? And just started doing them. You know what I'm saying? And then I would communicate and let her know. I mean, I think in the beginning I was trying to figure out what this feeling was. But then once I figured it out, I kind of told her. And I think we had a conversation about it. Or did we? Wait, was that an argument?
I don't remember.
Man, me neither.
I know we had our, you know, like he has his friends, I have mine. We're intertwined, but we still maintain our individuality. You know, like he has things that he likes to do, and some of those things I don't really care so much about. And I have things that I like to do, and some of those things he don't really care so much about. But us being two whole individuals is what helps us thrive in our relationship together. And yeah, I don't know, like just maintaining your own space, maintaining your peace, keeping up with the things that you like to do.
Yeah. And even if that means doing it for separately sometimes, like y'all don't always got to be together 100%, you know, every day, all day, every afternoon, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, hey, I might go for a run by myself, you know what I'm saying? Or hey, I might go down to, if my friends was out here, then hey, we might go out somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, all right, have a good time, you know, she respects that time, and I go off and do what I do and come back, you know what I'm saying? And same thing with her, like whenever she want to go out with her friends or whatever, I'll let her do that, of course, you know what I'm saying? Because one, I want to be treated with the same respect, and two, that is literally how you keep who you are, you know what I'm saying, and not really conforming to just one person, because then y'all become two of the same people, and that's kind of boring.
Right. And would you say like maintaining your individuality basically means having healthy boundaries, like you being able to go out with your dudes or whatever, or me being able to go out with my friends, but we just have healthy boundaries where we respect each other and we respect our marriage. Like my Sean knows I don't care about him playing the game. That's fine. Like go play your game, because usually when he's playing his game, I'm in here watching a show that I like that he doesn't care for. But if he playing the game all day and he knows that like if he plays the game for too long, I'll start to feel like I'm the last resort at the end of the day. Like I'm the last person you I'm your end of the day, basically. And by that time, I'm ready to go to bed. So that's it, So, like, we have that understanding. He knows that about me. I know that he enjoys playing his game, and we just have healthy boundaries.
Yeah, I think that's it right. That's the key. Healthy boundaries.
Yeah.
Set those joints, make sure it's equal for all parts. Make sure everybody feels the same way. Make sure you're on the same page. And that's it.
In a healthy relationship, a marriage, you shouldn't have to go into it thinking you're going to have to adapt to everything that person likes, or like give in or give up who you are. Like, for example, because I don't know, I'm having a hard time explaining this. So when I was losing myself in a relationship, it was because he didn't like me going out, which I love going out, but I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna go out.
This ain't me, by the way. This is a past
right. This is not him. I'm not gonna go out because he don't like me going out. I'm not gonna dress how I like to dress because he doesn't like me dressing that way. And by me conforming, that's the right word, conforming to his rules and what he wanted, and me not getting anything on my end, that is how I started to lose myself. And when I had to check myself, it was because I noticed I started to become him. Not in a sense that I like to do the things that he liked to do, like he just played the game all day and smoked cigarettes and blah, blah. Like, I didn't like to do any of those things, but as far as my being, my existence, like my joy dissipated, my excitement for life, my enthusiasm dissipated. I became just like a negative person, which he was a very negative person. So that's how you lose yourself. Like, you don't necessarily start doing all those things that person wants to do, but you give up yourself and the things that you like, in a sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, conforming. You shouldn't have to conform. You'll have to have healthy boundaries and negotiate those.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't have to conform.
And if you listen to this podcast and you realized, hey, I'm losing who I am in a relationship, I would suggest getting a journal and start writing down things that you like, things that you don't like, things that'll help you remember who you are, the hobbies that you do, you know what I'm saying? I will start writing that stuff down, and then tell your partner, because it's an open communication, right? So tell your partner, and if they're the right one, they respect it, and if they're the wrong one, well, that's a red flag.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, now if you like killing cats or something, or some wild stuff like that, yeah.
We're not talking to the serial killers.
I'm just saying, you never know. You never know when they come across this joint. You be like, oh, well, he said. Like, nah, chief. Not this kind.
Dang, I feel like this joint was kind of heavy, but hopefully you guys get some good stuff out of it. I mean, I know you will, for sure, and it'll be useful to you wherever you are in your life, whether you're single, married, thinking about getting married in a long-term relationship, or dealing with somebody you considering being in a long-term relationship with.
Exactly.
We are here for you.
Yeah, and as always, drop us a line. Why did I say that? I don't know. I know
comment,
I read
subscribe. Is that what you're trying to? That's where you was going with that?
No, I meant like slide into the DM. You know what I'm saying? Like, drop us your thoughts, or like, you know what I'm saying, for those that repost our episodes. Thank you for that.
Yes.
We appreciate all of our listeners. Y'all are amazing. Y'all keep the conversation flowing amongst our friends. Share the podcast. If you are able to rate it, rate it honestly, and if you can leave a slight review, that'd be awesome as well. We do appreciate it, and we love hearing about feedback. You can reach us at The Chosens on Instagram. That's THECHOZ3NS. Again, that's The Chosens on Instagram. THECHOZ3NS. Hit us up. Slide into the DM. Let us know your thoughts. If you have a topic you want to hear that we have not discussed yet, let us know that as well. And I think we're done.
Yeah,
right?
We love y'all feedback, and we so appreciate you all. We've been growing, so we're super excited.
So excited!
Thank you guys for rocking with The Chosens. Until next time, Peace.
Peace.